So that's probably a really interesting thing too about the distinction between commercialization and professionalization.
Mm,
Megan and I've talked about that one as well too. So what does that really mean too? Because I've even said professional sports in a way are not professionalized.
mm,
They're professional athletes, and we might call them professional at the professional level, but it's not. It doesn't really indicate a profession as like a career job kind of discourse area that I'm talking about when I mention it. So I'm curious, what does that mean to you to Project Play, and then how does that affect how you think about it and what you do?
I would say a few things. One is I think it's an important distinction. So thank you for highlighting it. I would sort of argue that commercialization. This is probably me personally. I don't know that we have a standard line on the difference per se, but you think about the role of money in sport versus the kind of status of a particular kind of field, right? So we think about coaching, the professionalization of coaching and moving down the track of establishing qualification standards, addressing, the stability and support that you would find of other professions like teaching a much more professionalized role in youth development and education than coaching, given your volunteer status, lack of rigorous hiring standards, lack of mandatory education. And I think that part of what we'd love to see happen is coaches, the coaching pathway and that coaching role moving down a path. I don't know that we're going to be able to overnight, establish the kind of profession that we've seen in schools for teachers. But we know that some coaches operate in more professionalized environments, like school coaches, as an example. And so there's potential for certain populations. But given the number of parent coaches and volunteers who are in this space, it's a really challenging and complex area. But we just know that at the bottom line, we need to get these folks who are extremely well-intentioned to maintain some minimum standard of quality to make sure that kids have great experience.